二方の夢目を閉じても伸ばす私の名前を呼んで儚き影のひらひら舞い散る記憶の花今もまだ消せない眉垂れ誇張求めるものがその先にあるならどうかこの身を導いてほしい遥か遠い高みへと刃は踊り神楽のごとくあなたの影までいつの日か届くことを信じて愛想水面に夢るしじまに溶け出して花ゆら咲いたねないよ愛しさ抱いてゆらゆらされゆく無情の夢よ風を知り羽ばたけ眉垂れ誇張守るべきもの今ここにあるならどうかこの手で切り開かせて遥か遠い天の地を刃は踊り現地のごとく懐かしいその目に灯る日が叶う時を信じてああ許されるのなら幻と消えないで優しいその手を守る力を友達に眉垂れ誇張求めるものがその先にあるならどうかこの身を導いてほしい遥か遠い高みへと刃は踊り神楽のごとくあなたの影までいつの日かこの夢が届くことを信じて
Ugh. I'm tired. Well, I'm tired. I had to get up early today. And then work. Heaven forbid. You know, I said I'm gonna have a streaming schedule, and I'll totally abide by it. What foolishness. That's like an awful series of events, yeah. Yeah. Bonnie, you recognize the last song because it's from Grand Blue. The version you're familiar with is from the fighting game, which is Butterfly Girl, but that version was the like original version. Do, why are you tired? Do indeed. I'm tired because, as mentioned, I had to get up early. I had to go to the DMV, and then I had to go to work right after. And then I came home from work. And now I'm tired. And I'm supposed to do a visual novel? Umineko should be a weekend game. To make matters worse, last night I said I was going to catch up via a stream. Or a VOD, technically. I didn't do that because I got just way too distracted watching various other things instead that were way more entertaining. So, this is just the worst ever. Did you guys know that they never finished the dub for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or 5Ds? They just... GX, they just didn't do the final season. Crazy. 5Ds, same thing. Crazy that they just didn't finish them. They just stop when it gets dark. I mean, that's not even necessarily true. That's a bullshit excuse because they just had a sequence in 5Ds quite early on where like 120 people died, but they just said that they just fell into some mist instead in the 4Kids version. And they said they were missing. But GX does involve genocide. Yeah, they did the genocide. They did the genocide stuff and then stopped. Or did some of the genocide stuff at least. Now the real reason from my research is that 4Kids just didn't give a fuck and wanted to do what the new thing was, and 5Ds was coming out. So they were like, well, we should do 5Ds instead. No one cares about GX. So they just stopped GX to do 5Ds. And then 5Ds also stopped early to do the next thing. So, awesome. Can't possibly do two projects. Can't have two Yu-Gi-Ohs happening at the same time. Remember GX being real fun? It was fun. It was fun. But also, hello to Yuna and hello Baumrin. We're gonna make an effort today. I cannot guarantee how well that will go. But, you know, we might skim through some scenes. We might skim through some scenes to try and get to stuff that, actually has something happening. It helps them running on 4 hours of sleep. I mean, that does suck. That does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Some skidding for your own sanity. Yeah. But I guess we ought to get to it. Ugh. Honestly, you want me to have a superpower? How about a superpower that all I need is like an hour of sleep and then I just feel well rested? And like I actually genuinely, like my body can recuperate to full restfulness in 1 hour. That would be awesome. That would be so sick. I'd still want to sleep because like it feels good to just like get comfortable in bed, you know? Like I wouldn't want to never sleep. That'd be weird. If I could like get full restfulness from maybe like 2 hours, right? 2 hours of sleep, so I can have the experience of like getting cozy in bed. But you know, I just have so much time. It's TV time. It's TV time. Yeah. Have that in a book you're reading? That's crazy. God, I wish that was me. All right. Let's hop to it. Skip dibbity like. You feel me, dog? Little skip dibbity. What's the what's the where does the world stand with Skibbity right now? Are we in a post-Skibbity world already? It felt short-lived. Didn't really get time to soak it all in. Oh, Jesus. Seems to have faded into obscurity. Man, I miss Skibbity. Now we're in the 6-7 world. You know what's fucked up? I hate this 6-7 shit. Because I don't understand it. I guess that's why it's funny. However, I've noticed ever since it began how often people have to say 6-7. Or 6-7 or 6 or 7. And I keep hearing it in the world around me, and my head like jolts up, neck snaps up to check like what did you say? It's horrible. Taking hold of me and society. Wildly frustrating how often it comes up. Yeah. So a 6-7 to that. Amen. Nobody's ready for 8-9. People keep saying 6-7 like they don't know that 6 is afraid of 7. Because 7, 8, 9. You gotta stop grouping them up like that. It's not good for 6's sanity. I get the feeling this isn't remembering where I left off. This isn't remembering at all. What the fuck? Oh shit, how do I... No. How do you... I don't remember how to... Oh fuck. How do I... Open the damn menu. Shut up, bitch. Load. There it is. Oh, lovely. We're so back. I got a full screen. Oh shit. How do you full screen this bad boy? I need full immersion. Shatter. I know there's a full screen button. I did it by mistake. But I don't know what it is. Try F. I don't want to press any buttons, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's F. It's a dangerous game. Pressing buttons. You don't know what's gonna happen. They could fast forward at any second. Oh, that's good. If I click out of the game, it just goes completely non-existent. It's not borderless. So I'm not even allowed to click out of the game if I do full screen. Fuck. Alright, I'll just leave it like that then, in non-full screen, so I can click out of the window if I want to. Less immersive this way, isn't it? I don't know. Doomed. Controls fast forward usually. I wouldn't have guessed that. Automatically. Alright, here's the plan, Stan. I gotta get back to where I was. So I am going to skim this dialogue. I am not going to let them finish every fucking syllable. Because I have got to get back to the interesting shit. Okay? The last time I streamed this, it took like 2 hours just to get to the island. It was horrible, to be honest. So we gotta get to the fucking scene where they yell at each other. Or at least to a Kinzo scene, or whatever his name is. Go until you pass out. I'll go. Let's go.
だいぶ遅かったので心配しておりました。
ウドの大木が怖く、それで徐行運、マジでうぜえぜ。
Yeah, yeah, fuck him up.
うるせえ。いつか逆の立場になったら
Yeah, fuck you.
覚えてろ。
皆様、長旅お疲れ様。奥様、お手をどうぞ。
ありがとう。
The terrible part about this is that I feel like somebody might show up like, oh, an Umineko guy, and they're gonna see me like skipping through dialogue without letting the dialogue finish, and they're gonna get the wrong
ありが
idea.
とうございます。おかげさまで
They're gonna think I'm
毎日元気にお勤
I'm
め
one
を
of
さ
the
せて
kind
いた
of
だき
people
バ
who
トラ
just
君は
they do
ゴーダさん
that.
とは初対面じゃ確か6年前はお勤めじゃなかったですよね。
はい。
I'm not
ですので、
not that kind
バ
of
トラ様
person.
とは初めて初めまして。バトラ様。
Batara-sama.
紛れもなく初対面だぜ。
Same exact height, dude. Almost identical heights.
こんな大男あったら絶対は。どうも、バトラス。
お待ち申し上げており、一昨年から後宮本家にお仕えさせて、どうぞよろしくお願いいた。何かご用命がございましたらいつで。
ゴーダさん、
Oda-san.
お久しぶりです。
ジョージ様、お手をどうぞ。
Georgie.
あんた、もし職に困ったらいつでも雇ったろ。
これは身に余どうぞお手を。秀吉様。
We're going fast. There was that funny looking like kid, right? Funny looking kid.
Uminekoの声を聞いてないぜ。
I can't hear the cries of the seagulls. Did they patch it? Did they patch it to remove the seagull
鳥
noises?
のか？
No seagulls.
どうしたのバトラ君。
ああ、ローザおばさん。いやー、別に。海猫の声が聞こえないんで。
あら、いっつも賑やかなのに今日はさっぱりいないわね。
どうして海猫いな。
海猫だ。マリアも海猫見たかったの？
見たかった。
なんだってこうも丸。ジェシカがみんな焼き鳥にして食っちまったんかな。
Oh.
物騒なこと言う。マリアが勘違いするだろ。
You think seagull tastes good? What do you think seagull tastes like? Don't say chicken. I wonder what a seagull would taste like.
焼き鳥にした。してないしてない。
Waterfowl?
そんなの私がするわけねえだろ。
What?
そうだそうだ。皮につくねにレバーにね。
くつねレバーにね。
Ha 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 ha! Ooh! Ha 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 ha! Ooh! I want to throw this fucking kid in the water, please. I'm sorry. I can't say things like this.
違うよ、マリアちゃん。
Last time I hated a child in a VN and voiced that, I regretted it deeply later on in my experience.
野鳥って天気や気圧の変化に敏感なん
Hello,
だそうだ
Yomi.
よ。
How do you do?
今夜あたり天気が崩れそうだしね。末早めに引き上げてるの。
Ooh, dot grilled.
ちゃんがいや違う。私はほら。
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
バトラ
yeah.
も嘘だったって
バトラ、マリアちゃんは素直な子だから冗談も少し選んだ方がいいよ。
George, Anarchy scolded me, even though I outstripped Anarchy in height. Anarchy was Anarchy. And there was no choice but to obediently apologize to and Anakin.
ありがとう。マリア、海猫たちは今日は素でおとなしくしてる。
バトラ、ジョージお兄ちゃんは本当？
She'll remember
ああ、
this.
そうだそうだ。
Maria will remember this.
ジョージ兄貴が言った。天気が悪いんで今日はいなくなったわけじゃないね、おばさん。
そうよ。
Fuck this guy, he's not taking it seriously at all. I'm leaving.
明日以降天気が良くなったら
That's right.
きっと戻ってきてニャーニャーと声を
I
聞
should
か
put
せてくれ
a
る
maybe
わ
I should put a disclaimer on the screen. Ah, fuck that. Who gives a fuck?
天気良くなって
You
戻
don't
っ
get viewers
て
here.
くるの待つ。明日まで待つ。天気良くなるまで待つ。
Ooh, ooh. Fuck. It's a. Oh, fuck. I just said we don't get viewers and some new fucking person showed up. Alright, dude. You have to believe me. I'm skipping through voice dialogue because I have seen the first couple hours of this game in the past. I promise I'm not an asshole.
ジョ
Well,
ージ君は小さい子の面倒を見るのがうまい。保育士さんでも務められる
I'm
んだね。
skimming to catch up from where I saw it 4 years
ジョ
ago.
ージ兄さんの転職っぽいぜ。私的には社長室でビジネスってよりそっ
Business.
ちの方が兄さんのイメージだ。
まさか保育士さんは立派なお仕事だ。単なる子供好き程度に務まる仕事じゃない
No,
ね。
that's true. That's so true, Georgie.
本当にジョージ君で
Oh,
も
George
バト
Kun.
ラ君も子供のあやし方が上手。さっきはほんの少しの間だけどマリアとっても楽しそうだった。
He's not an asshole, he just wants to throw a child into the ocean. Yeah, well, that's not asshole behavior. That's just normal person.
これからも今みたいに遊んであげてね。冗談は選んで。
She's a real mother.
おいローザ、
She's not some kind of fake mom.
何やってんだ。行くぞ。
はいはい今行きます。
それでは皆様、お泊まりのゲストハウスの方へどうぞこちらへ。
We're almost there. I only like 3 more scenes, I think. Maybe more. I feel like the dinner scene was really long because he talks about the chair every person is sitting in and how important that is. It's actually kind of insane how like overly detailed every scene is in terms of just like this doesn't feel like I'm missing a single second of their day. Like I am experiencing the entire day with them, moment for moment. Maybe there's a reason. The garden style stone steps. There it is, the guest house.
はあ、今年も相変わ目の保養とはこのことやで。
今年は少し花に元気。やっぱり夏があまり暑くなかったせい
I
かし
forgot
ら。
about
そ
this
のせい
part.
もあるかと思いま
I
す。
forg-
去年の先に比べると、今年は少々見劣るのが残
Hold
念
on,
です
hold。on. This is the quietest song in human history, but I do recognize that it's doing the motif that was used in the airport and boat scenes. I heard it. See? I'm picking up on it this time, I'm paying attention. Here we go. You probably take the music up a notch if you want. No, there were scenes in the past where the music was way louder. Like, there were some scenes earlier where the music was much louder, so I'm just gonna leave it where it is and assume some songs are just quiet.
いつ見てもすごいわね。自宅にこれだけのバラ園があったらさぞや素敵でしょう。
よせよ。 バラは虫とか病気とか大変なんだぜ。
Diseases.
そうね。
Rose disease.
キリエ姉さんは毎日バラの手入れをしてて虫がつかないようにしてるそうよ。
You see, this song gets louder. A little bit.
え？そうなのかよ。そんな話。
そうなんです。この人の場合はバラの方から虫を求めていっちゃうから、どっちかという。
ああ、スタック。ローザ、今日はもうそういうのはすっかり足を洗ったんだぜ。
どうかしら。ルドルフ兄さんは遺伝子的レベルでだらしないですし。
大丈夫よローザ。あんまりおいたするバラなら根元からちょんって切って。
Oh, Sans.
そうなお話ですね。
Forgot about Sans, Ma.
モテる男はいつもリスクと隣り合わせなんや。わしも来世じゃもうちょい美形に生まれたいもんやで。
だから秀吉兄さん、キリエも物騒な話なんかやめろい。俺のバラがしおれちまったじゃねえか。
Placid.
ほら、こっちのバラは特に立派だよ。
There they are. There they are. Quiet. Wait. Does this song just fade out and then start again? There were seagulls for a second. There they were.
俺のエレガントさにぴったりだな。
おいよせ、マリアが真似してトゲで怪我するだろ。
ほら、バラの
So
ト
I
ゲを
get it. These roses will be important later. Keep these roses in mind.
変？どうしたんだよ。
Strange ass rose. A single rose. There's only one rose that's not thriving. Who could it be?
このバラだけ元気がなくて。
他はみんな元気なのに。
まあ咲いたり枯れ一足先にしおれる代わりにそのバラ。
そうだよな。
Yup.
いっぱい咲いて
Bloomed
その
like
役目を終え
crazy.
て
It did
お休みに入
everything
ってそん
ever
な
and
に気
then
に合うこ
died.
とはねえさ。
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, instead of saying they died, they would say they went to the stars for some reason.
じゃあマリアちゃん、帰るまでの間、このバラをお世話してあげるといいよ。
For some reason, Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, 4 kids think that the concept of losing all of your friends while they are basically disappeared to a place completely out of reach and out of existence where they cease to be is okay. It's also okay for a character to go so insane that they cruelly imprison and take over like an entire world and dimension and like threaten people with weapons and take people's like life force. Like all of that's okay, but you can't say someone died. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what 4 kids was cooking up. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was just on the brain.
なんだか可愛い。
これがこの後でお水とかをあげに来てごらん。バラさんもきっと喜ぶと
Mr.
思うよ。
Rose will be so happy.
水とかあげに来る。
せっかくだからそうす
Mr.
ると
Rose.
バラさんも喜ぶ。
名前。
Stop making your fucking weird noises.
ジョージ兄さんって尊敬するぜ。
だな、人徳ってやつだ。後で爪の赤をもらってきてやるから一緒に。
この庭園はお前が
私が出てって前の庭園の方が素朴で、兄さんがちょっと悪趣味にいじりすぎ。前の方がずっと良かった。
エヴァ
Yeah.
ポジティブ。昔は置いといて今のこの美しさをめでな。その方が心が安らかになるで。
別にそう。ただ私は昔の方が素敵だった庭園をあなたにも
それでは皆さん、そろそろお部屋の方にご案内いた
Yes,
します。
Goda, please. Fucking push these people along. They will stop anywhere to yap, and they will yap infinitely unless they are forced to move forward. What a happy family, yeah. They just can't stop talking to each other because they're so happy.
カノン君やないか。
Oh, this is the weird looking
久しぶ
fucker.
りやな。元気か？
You're the one who stands in a very unnatural way, right? Yeah, why do you stand like that? Fucking weirdo.
Konnichiwa.
バトラ様、ご紹介いたします。後宮本家にお仕えしております使用人の一人です。カノンさん、お客様にご挨拶を。
はじめまして、使用人のカノンです。
カノンです。
カノンさん、もう少し何か挨拶することはできます？
いえ、僕たちは家具ですから。
We are furniture. Of course. Wow, this song has the motif in it too.
カノン君は寡黙でさ、愛想は少し悪いけど、根はいい人なんだぜ。
Guess I could turn the music up one notch.
誤解しないで。ここに勤めて確か郷田さんより1年長いんだよな、カノン君。
そっか。よろしくな。俺はバトラ。
バトラ。
18だけど、君はいくつだ？
確か私たちの2つ下だから16だったよな。
You're working as a servant as a 13-year-old? Wow.
はい、そうです。
近いとして嬉しいぜ。気さくにバトラって呼んでくれよな。俺も君のことはカノンって呼ぶぜ。
ありがとうございます。お気持ちだけで結構です。バトラ様。
バトラ様。She has funny faces. Fretful male heart.
カノンさん、もう笑顔も使用人の義務ですよ。
Why are you not playing with the goofy ass art? Well, I don't know, Daru. Maybe because I have standards. I can't play with fucking characters looking like they're from Aoni. It is Soul. It is Soul. Right? It is. It is Soul. Even Bonnie agrees. No, Bonnie would not recommend someone plays with the original art. Listen, you can play with the original art and you will get an iconic experience. I will choose not to do that. Yeah, now if you play with the Steam art, the gacha art or whatever, not gacha, it's the pachinko art or whatever, that's a whole other thing. I wish that you could just switch between the art like on the fly. I think that would be so cool. That'd be so funny if you could. I'm actually really sad that you can't.
努力します。
ゴーダさん。
How you doing though, Daru?
いろいろ頑張ってるんですよ。
A refresher on the context. Oh my god, why is this guy skimming, like rushing through dialogue and not letting characters stop talking? Well, because I'm trying to catch up to where I left off when I tried this game 4 years ago. I'm not too far away. I just gotta get through this yap fest.
それではまだ仕事があり、失礼します。
Oops. Oh, whatever. I got a speed run. I got it, dude. It's crazy how long this intro is, actually.
何をしてるんですか。ささ、早く片付けて。
Just skip the text. No, I will not be doing that. There's foreshadowing all over this. I can taste it.
大丈夫かよ、そそっかしいな。ほら。
お嬢様、お召し物が汚れます。ここはお任せください。
One must ask themselves, would they rather go through the intro line by line with every voice line going full length, or replay the opening of Persona 4? Well, actually, this probably has a lot more going for it than the opening of Persona 4 if you're replaying it, because at least with this, you'll be like, oh, that's it. That's a foreshadowing to this thing. Cool. In Persona 4, you just want to kill yourself.
それによ、俺はレストランで落ちたフォークをウェイトレスに拾わせるってやつが大嫌いなんだ。
バトラ様。
バトラ。
結構です。僕が全てやりますので。
気にすんな。こう見えても鍛え方が違うぜ。
It looks like the most bored person ever. No, she's just deranged. The amount of foreshadowing in episode 1 is pretty insane. Fuck. That's the worst part. That's why I like hate skimming it, because I know that there's cool shit here. I just don't know what's cool about it yet. Fucking printer ass name.
俺の見せ場さ。これでさっきの船の分はチャラだよな。
この程度のことじゃさカノン君も後で教えてやるよ。バトラったら落ちる。
お見苦しいところをお見せし。
ささ、もう結構言ってください。
Are we there yet? Take me in the house, damn it!
ゴーダさんもいじめすぎ。意地悪言わないで。あなたも手伝えばよかったんじゃない？
We only have like 2 more scenes that I remember.
カノン君もただ若いんかの。もったいないわ。
気難しい年頃さ。そっとしといてやれよ。使用人は寡黙なくらいがちょうどいいさ。
So true, Rudolph.
熊沢さん。
Oh. Yep.
私ほど使用人で寡黙なものはおりませんとも。
そろそろ荷物。ゴダさん、部屋割りはどうなってるのかしら。
昨年と同じになっております。さあ、ご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
I saw a funny video of a lady yelling at her cat in like a loud meow voice, like meow, and the cat was doing it back, and then the lady stopped doing it, but the cat just kept doing it. It was funny as hell, dude. Huge video to really put you in a good vibe, right? Wish I could share it with you, but it's just not possible. Sorry, I just had to bring up something to keep the fucking energy rolling. Battler, big and strong, had picked up the sacks in front of him. The sack's cannon couldn't lift himself as if they were feathers. It would be extremely difficult for an outside observer to guess what emotions that favor had stirred up in Cannon. But as far as you could tell by watching him hang his head, there was something that he just couldn't let go of. Muttered words escaped his lips. I gotta confirm. Yeah. Muttered words escaped his lips, but those words he muttered were so soft they didn't reach even his own ears. What does this mean? What does the sack mean? What's the sack foreshadowing mean? Why did I suddenly escape from Battler's mind to have that moment? I was pulled from his mind like the soul being ripped from Chris's chest and Deltarune, tossed to the young Cannon, or being returned to Battler. Craziness.
このゲストハウスっつうのは記
To
憶に
make
ねえな。
topic for the sake of boredom, I just bought the Arknights art book. Includes lore and stuff. 450 pages. That is awesome. For an art book and lore book? That's sick, dude.
これ建てたのは最近か？
Torian? Visitor's Retreat was written on a gatepost. What is it? What could it mean?
正解だよ。
I'm excited for the lore as to why Grandpa's obsessed with the Western
建っ
culture.
たのはつい一昨年さ。
See Hideo Kojima?
それ以降は僕たちはこっちに泊めさせてもらってるんだよ。
ね、私も自分の部屋をこっちに持ちたい。
持
ちたい。
エヴァ様、こちらのお部屋をルドルフ様、キリエ様は
やっぱり洋風ってほんと。
ほんの2、3日なら洋風もええやろが、日本人は畳の上が一番くつろげるんや。
新しい家をお父さんが和風で着工させたのを母さんまだね。
ジョージ兄さんのところはうちなんかさ、そのくせ私の成績の話だけは連帯しやがる。
Uh-huh. Has art of everything plus text explaining the art and some lore stuff. Also has lots of pages explaining characteristics of even materials and animals that appear in game. That's radical.
何気持ち悪い顔で笑ってんのよ。
Art and lore and stuff. That's cool. That's cool.
どうせ下世話なこと考えてるんでしょう。
ゲセアなんてと。どうぞごゆっくりお過ごしくださいませ。
あ、はい、で。いえたよ、クソ親父。バカなこと言ってん。ほら、胃がキリキリ痛み始めてて。今回はせいぜい親父や兄貴たちに可愛がられろよ。親父の前では言葉遣いにだけ気をつけろ。あの人、本当にシャレが通じねえからな。ジェシカちゃん、我らが当主様のご機嫌は？
去年から余命3ヶ月余命3ヶ月って割りカリカリイライラしてるって話です。
今年も相変わらず不機嫌っておもりができるのはやっぱり源氏さんだけなの？
親方様も源氏さんにだけは心を私たち下々では近頃は
また書斎に閉じこもって怪しげな何をやろうとてめえの趣味だから構わねえけど、ついでにそのまま
年長の人に後宮家を復興させてくれた大恩人なんだから。
ごめん。
Light. $68 plus 28, so 96 total. That's just math. That is expensive, though.
6年失礼のある態度なんか取ったら怖え。
確かにこわもてだけど、そんなに決して理不尽なこと口下手なだけでちゃんと筋は通す人だよ。
ジョージ兄さんは昔から成績優秀で一族の鏡。私たちとじゃじい様の待遇、私なんか僕と尻だぜ尻。それも乙女の生尻をよ。
Maidenly innocent ass.
ジェシカちゃんは本家の跡取り娘だもん。おじい様も特
Your
に目をか
glasses
け
get
てくれてるん
scary
だ
when
よ。
you did that.
そ
You
の
mentioned
厳しさ
that.
は期待の気持ちの裏返しだと思わなくちゃ。
冗談じゃ
Is
ね
that
え
because you wanna kill her because she's the heiress?
その跡取りってやつはジョージ兄
You're
さ
gonna
んに譲
fucking
る
be
よ。
a horrible murderer.
私が担ぐにはちょいとしんどいぜ。
Yeah.
ジェシカお姉ちゃんが重い。マリアが持ったら軽くなる。
I want to try and get some of the Heaven Burns Red art books, but those are going to be quite pricey too. Also want the Xenoblade ones. Ah, those are probably good, yeah.
サンキューな。
Thank you.
大丈夫。マリアちゃんには押し付けねえよ。この十字架は私安心しなって。
She's gonna bear this cross until her grave. Foreshadowing, foreshadowing. Quick foreshadowing.
マリアいらっしゃい。お母さんとマリアはこの部屋よ。
バトラ君は僕と一緒にこっちの部屋だって
Xenoblade
さ
1 is cool. Xenoblade OST physical is so good too. Dude, I really want to get vinyls, man. But I won't do it. I know better. It's money. I don't have, but damn, I want vinyls. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're at like the weird grope scene.
何親たちの部屋より広めじゃないのよ。
どうせ大きめの部屋にするように言っておいたんだ。
おお、マリアもこっちがいい。ママと一緒よ。
Yeah, shush.
マリアも。よし。ここは俺とジョージ兄貴の部屋だが、お母さんには内緒だぞ。
内緒。
おいガキども、ここでいとこ同士おしゃべりでもしてるか？
どうせもうすぐお昼や。子供はそこでそれに表で遊べるのは下手をすると今のうちだけかもしれない。
マリアもいて。
マリアはここでいたずらをしないでおとなしく。
じゃあ僕たちはお言葉に甘えて留守番してようか。1年ぶりに積もる話もあるしね。
それがいいわ。バトラ君なんか6年分積もってるんだしね。
Yeah, it is, Daru. Yeah, it is.
へいへい。お子ちゃまな俺はおとなしくお留守番してるぜ。
Rudolphus Gramhart? Oh, fuck.
熊沢さん。
What's the lore? How do we connect these things? Oh god. That means he really is gonna marry into the family.
あとは大人に任せて若者は退散してるぜ。
それがおよろしいでしょう。奥様にはそのようにお伝えいたします。
それでは皆様、お屋敷の方へご案内させていただきます。どうぞこちらへ。
他の子は
You know, Zara, I'm glad you bring it up because maybe this game is kind of like Mask of Deception. Not that that has anything to do with Hakuolo, but Mask of Deception, I was very, very worried at the start of Mask of Deception that it was just Prelude to the Fallen again, dude. The first like 2 hours of that game, kind of bad. Straight up. Not very good. They're not... Okay, they're not bad. But when you've played Prelude to the Fallen, they give you a very terrible sense of unease that you're just doing some weird shit again. But it's okay, because I realized that Mask of Deception was a sick game when Haku did the engineering shit. And then he had to try and pretend that he didn't just fix the mill. And then I was like, okay, I'm so sold on these two characters. I miss Haku and Kuon, dude. If only there was a way I could hang out with them on an epic action-packed adventure in Utawari Ramono Mask of Truth Zan, or whatever the fuck it's called. But alas, something like that doesn't exist.
そんなんでジョージだけ仲間外れはかわいそうやで。いとこ同士の交流も大事や。ほな、行ってくるで。
Right there, boot it. Hey, Blue. I don't know, man. It doesn't exist. It's not a real game. I have to play Monochrome Mobius at some point, probably, because there's that sequel to that coming out. But I'm gonna wait. Maybe it'll suck, and then I won't have to play Monochrome Mobius. I know what you're saying. Why wouldn't you want more Utaware? Well, because I've seen what the actual, like, turn-based combat looks like in Monochrome Mobius, and it doesn't make me want to play it. Okay? Not that combat wasn't the high point of the Mask games either, but combat seems like it has a higher emphasis in that their monochrome game. Don't remind me about monochrome Hayaderu staring daggers. Yeah, I bet. Was that George? What are you talking about? Okay, whenever his glasses do this, that means foreshadowing. That foreshadowing's happening. This is the foreshadowing tell. This is the power of his stand. What did you ask her? What was it? What was the secret?
なあ全然見当がつかねえぜ。
いや、誤解だよ。ジェシカちゃんが何を誤解してるのか知らないけど。
なあマリア、俺たちだけ何の話か聞きてえよな。
Art direction. Wait, monochrome is very good so far, Blue. I can't fucking trust you when you haven't continued it. Can't say, oh, the game's really good. Anyway, I'm refusing to play more of it. That's not how that works. Art direction is there for the 2D stuff, but the 3D's rough. Yeah. Mobius is good in terms of characters. Well, of course it is. It's Utawade Ramono post-Prelude era. Characters is kind of the thing that's really good at. At least I started it, true. Sure, depends on your take, but I think it was solid minus a few points. Well, yeah. I feel like it'll be hard to judge that game if it's anything like Mask games. You know, it'll be hard to truly judge it until you see what comes next, probably. That was funny. It's Mask of Deception 2. Yeah, but with more combat. No one was playing Mask of Deception saying, God, I need more combat, though.
Yeah, だから大したことじゃ。
The kind of Kaseki of Uta games? I don't think that Utawade needs a kind of Kaseki, though. I don't think it really needs that.
兄貴にしちゃ嘘が下手だぜ。拍手しマリア、お前は右脇をくす。
マリアは右脇。
ちょっと。
I thought we're doing some fetish shit.
二人ともやめて。やめ。
Dude,
I can't wait.
聞いたのはね。
I can't wait. Like, it's so funny because these scenes are like infinitely long. I've heard some of the songs that play later in this game, and I can't wait for the first time one of those songs plays and like someone just like had their head removed from their body, and everyone's like, "My God, this is terrible. The seagulls are going to cry."
まあ兄さんも本家は1年ぶりだから、その間に辞めた使用人とか入った使用人とか。挨
拶する。マリアも挨拶する。
They're saying it's only like 30 hours supposedly. What? No way.
なんだよそれ。違う。マリア、騙される。尋問。おりゃ。
This really is paced like an Utawade scene, though. It's actually crazy.
大丈夫。後でちゃんゴーダの出しゃばり。
シャノン
Like, this is the exact pacing of an Utawade scene.
思い出したぜ。そんな子もいたな。今も使用人やってん元気かよ。
Monochrome was kind of like that. What, 30 hours? Ah, well.
そういや夏日姉さん、最近頭痛の方はどうな。一時だいぶしんどそうにしとったろ。
おかげで
This
最
lady,
近はだいぶ調子がいいで
the
す。
headache woman.
心配をしてくれてありがとう。
そうだ、夏日姉さんにお土産。
いつもありがとう。あなたには何かをもらってばかりね。これは紅茶？
ペパーミントとレモンバームのハーブティー。 頭痛によく効くって有名なお店の姉さんにも効くかなって思って。
そういえばあなた、いつも頭
Monochromous
痛だって
pacing
言っ
is
て
hard
た
for me
わ
to
ね。
define because I played it on hard on release like a fool. I had to grind. Ugh. They fixed that? Oh. Played the PS5 version like a fool because I wanted the LE for Nisa limited edition. So I got some good stuff, but the game is 30 FPS on PS5. Woo-wee. Well, I mean, come on, it is quite a looker, isn't it?
し
We've
っか
seen
り
it.
なさいな。ジェシカちゃん、今年は受験でしょ？人生の節目じゃない。母親のあなたがそんなそれに夏日姉さん、もうちょっとしっかりなさい。
ごめんなさい。生まれつきの頭痛持ちなもので。
うちのバトラ君も今年は受験でしょ？自分の息子のために夏日姉さんみたいに頭痛になるくらい。
俺が何か言えば、じゃあなんて言うんだ。むしろあいつそういうのだけは素直に聞きやが秀吉兄さんのところは受験、ぜひ子供操縦術の秘訣を教えてください。
何の個々の勉強に意味があるわけやないんや。そう、勉強っちゅうのはわからんことを自分で調べてみ、これができんやつは国語算数がで勉強し身につけることを学べっちゅうことやな。
Gotta learn how to learn. Ah,
ご立派ですわ。
that's splendid.
うちのジェシカにも今のままではとてもじゃないけど後ろ宮家。
いいじゃないの。無理。女には女の幸せというもの、それを親が押し付けちゃ悪いわよ。
予算買えば子供の育て方は家それぞれや。押し付けがましいのはあかんで。
ごめんなさい。夏日姉さんも気を悪くしないでね。
Alright, that's it. It's time for me to ask a generally unimportant question. Chat, what's your favorite fruit? I personally fucking love watermelon and cantaloupe. I guess love melon, I guess, but other than that, I mean, I feel like it's gotta be like a good apple. You just can't go wrong. The good apple, you like, yeah, you know.
でも本当に素敵な香りの紅茶ね。
Grapes and cherries? I couldn't get into cherries, but grapes are good. Grapes are damn good. Nothing beats opening the fridge and you've got some grapes in there. So it's like, well, fuck, I guess I gotta take a couple. Just, you know.
早速いただいてみましょうよ。
Apple with lemon chili. What the fuck? Lemon chili? What? What? And mangoes? You know, I've actually never had a mango.
レオポルドの紅茶なんて
Despite dating one
日
for
本じゃ確か銀座でしか買えなかっ
going
た
on
はずよ。
6 years or something. Oh, maybe 7? Ah, fuck! 6, 7. No! Ow!
キリエ姉さんはお詳しいですね。買ってきた甲斐がありました。
お二人ともありがとう。それは後でいただく。うちの者がすぐお茶を持ってきますので。
二人ともあとウェルカムドリンクくらいごちそうになろうぜ。
The ineptitude of the servants.
Sh- 失礼いたします。
George, it's your woman.
お茶のご用意をさせていただきます。
おう、シャノンちゃん。ますますべっぴんさんになりよったな。
いえ、どうも。
おしゃべりは配膳を済ませてからになさい。お茶が冷めます。
申し訳ございません、奥様。
挨拶の一つくらいしたってどうってことないわよ。もう十分待たされてる分、十分お茶も冷めてるもの。
My god, I forgot that Eva here, Eva was like a super bitch.
それは大丈夫です。冷めてはおりませんので。
シャノン、早く配膳を済ませなさい。
失礼しました、奥様。
You're embarrassing. 姉さん。シャロンちゃんだって頑張ってるのに、いじめちゃかわいそうだぜ。
いじめてなんかいません。
いい香りね。お茶の銘柄を聞いてもいいかしら。
Oh my god, Shannon, don't tell me you don't know the brand of tea. You don't know the brand of tea? Holy fuck. Never mind. Natsuhi is right. You are. Can we get someone else out here? Oh. Yuna is playing Persona 5. Tell her to play good games instead. Yeah, actually, that's a great point. Yuna, is it your first time playing Persona 5? Because if it is, I guess I can give you the okay, because it's a worthwhile first time experience. But if this is a replay, then what the fuck? We haven't even started Final Fantasy 11 yet.
なーに、シャノンちゃん。自分ダメよ。こんなお茶じゃ銀のスプーン。
すぐに用意を。
ねえシャノンちゃん、銀のスプーンって何に使うか知ってる？銀じゃない。なぜかわかる？
いえ、
銀は毒に触れると曇るって言われてるの。
I am playing the PS5 version. I also am playing Daybreak 2. Wow, you're on a roll. It's like the people who replay Kiseki every year. They are freakish, Daru. I know several of them. I count them among my friends. Terrible as that may be.
シャノンちゃんも一つお勉強ができたわね。
You've not played Persona 5 since 2020? You know, thanks for making me feel even, like, worse, because I played it only when it came out, which was technically, like, 2017. Jesus. It's almost 10 years.
毒舌の姉貴が一舐めしたら銀の皿。
わしはその毒舌を毎日聞かされと。エヴァもわし相手には構わんが、体勢のない相手にはちいと加減せんとな。
あらあらひどい。シャノンちゃんにお茶の知識を教えた。
See, she seems like she's the coolest person. Right? She seems like she's such a real one. I can't wait to find out why she's the worst person here. Don't be sad. Be glad. Guys, it's saying that there hasn't been a Persona 6. It is. We have not even had like a teaser trailer for Persona 6. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The expectations are high. Join the Club Yakuza Like a Dragon is 6 years old this year. Considering how low quality that game is, it might as well be 40 years old. Damn, got him! Fuck you, Ichiban. Giving Persona 5 a second run is a lack of self-respect to you and your time. Listen, some people really like Persona 5. I have a Persona 5 poster above my damn desk. I'm looking at it. Hello, Joker. Hello, Arsene. Let us start the game. But also fuck Persona 5. Great game, but fuck Persona 5. Fuck Persona 5 for being milked for like actually 10 years at this point. And yeah, we still have to sit through the Persona 4 remake, which is gonna suck. It's not gonna suck, but it's not gonna be great. Probably. It'd be better if it was good. But also, Jesus Christ, just fucking people want Persona 6, man. People want Persona 6. Metaphor was mediocre, so we need a real Persona game. But maybe like a Persona game, but with like Metaphor combat would be cool. Or just a Persona game with good combat would be cool. Pick whatever you got for me. Yes. Worst coward is that guy. Who? Which guy? Oh, is it Goda? Was that? It doesn't. Oh, that's right. Goda was a prick. That's right. Saying that Atlas released like 4 games in 2024 and have been radio silent since for SMT and Persona. Yeah, I mean SMT Vengeance, it's not like that's that old, to be fair. So they've been keeping up with stuff. It's just what's going on with new Persona. Like where's new Persona? Please. I beg. Yeah, they keep doing remasters and remakes suddenly. Why? Why is that their new shtick? New Etrian game? That would be cool. Someone who's never played an Etrian game, I wouldn't mind a new one being my first. Oh, who's this fucking guy? This guy's face. Genji, the head. So that's right, I remember your face from the opening. Funny, fake hair looking motherfucker. I can't wait for Canon to kill everybody. That'll be exciting. Raido remastered was such an improvement. Is it even? Is it good? Is game good?
おいたわしや、シャノンさん、カノンさん。あの二人がいじめられる理由は何もない
Game good? That's cool. I ask, but I know I'm not gonna play it.
しかし、ゴーダさんに嫌われているのは紛れもない事実。ゴーダさんは後ろ宮本家へいらっしゃられるまで、どこかの立派なホテルにお勤めだったそうです。そこで身につけられたというお仕事ぶりは、そりゃ大したものだとは思います。
I believe I can fly up in the sky. I think that's the lyrics. Sorry, Persona 5, right?
ただ、ゴーダさんはここではもうご自身のそれまでの積み重ねによるプライドもあられ、彼は自分より長い年季を持ちながらも未熟で人生経験もまた気の毒なことに 夏日もちろん年季という意味では奥様ただこればかりは奥様にも同情本当に親方様も罪作りな方でございます。ご自身のちょっとした気まぐれが奥様にこれもちろん奥様とて内心はあの二人に辛く当たる。しかしそれが理屈ではほいた私には何もできずこうして物陰から見守ることしかできないのです。
Mid-episode break. Whoa, it's noon! It's noon! Watch out, it's noon! It's noon o'clock. Oh, Chio is about to talk. What the fuck Chio is. Or not? What was that? That was like a... Maybe I just misread that. Oh, it was Grandma Chio? Okay, I didn't remember her name. I thought it was just cool, yeah. I've never looked at that part of her name.
なんかジェシカもマリアも6年前からは想像もつかないくらい成長しちまったからよ。正直なところ少しだけ違和感を持ってたんだが。
同じバトラだって図体がいくらでかくなっても
Okay, listen, I know that these characters are all lovely, most likely, but I have to attribute many of the slowly unending scenes to these damn kids.
マリアだっていつまでもお子様じゃねえぞ。お子様から可愛いお姫様に成長してくん。そうしたらまな板みてえな胸もすぐジェシカ並みになるぞ。
Yep, you can't say that, Battler.
揉ませてくれよ。約束だぞ。
Battler, you definitely can't say that.
揉ませる。
Alex, no!
約束する。
ダメだよマリアちゃん。
It's foreshadowing. No! He's using the foreshadowing glasses. Stop!
そんな約束しちゃダメ。
約束したから揉ませる。マリア、約束は絶対守る。
マリア、お前本当に素直ないい子だな。
Did you see they are being cowards and patching the Street Fighter 6 story? I mean, they said they're going to do something to like slightly change it up or something. Yes, it is cowardice. I think it's so funny. I commented on this last time I streamed Umineko a couple days ago. It's so funny that the fighting game community is this up in arms over a little second cousin incest. Or is it just cousin? Either way, it's so funny. Now, to be fair, I've seen some people make the argument that Street Fighter is a series where they, you know, characters are from different cultures and stuff, and Alex is an American. So, you know, you gotta stay true to the character, you know? But also, what part of America is he from?
お前と結婚する未来の旦那さんは
I'm sorry, you can't say that
いい話
either.
にすり替えつつ約束を保持してんじゃねえぜ。マリア、その約束はなし。
I saw someone today say it ruined his excitement for a character he likes. That's so funny, man. I mean, this is when I learned that apparently people like care deeply about the character stories and shit of Street Fighter. I had never seen Street Fighter as like a particularly story heavy or story appreciated series for that stuff. I really never knew it was. Like, I know Tekken puts a lot of effort into its story stuff, so people cared a lot about that. Had a lot of cool, fun, hype stuff between character dynamics, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know what old Street Fighters were like, but I've seen like what the story mode of Street Fighter 6 looked like, and it didn't look like something you take very seriously, so I just assumed people didn't give a shit about that, but damn.
Yes!
Guess it's a pretty big deal.
約束取り消し
やっぱりバトラ君も揃って4人でこの6連はやっぱり寂しかったよ。
そうだな。こういうふざけた話にはならなかったな。
I say let Alex fuck his cousin and get married to her. They seem very happy.
でも建設的な話はできてたと思ったぜ。将来に対する心構えとか受験とか就職とかよ。
俺が来たらおまぬけなドタバタばっかりでよ。
でもマリアは今年のが
そうだね、僕も同感。今年が一番楽しいよ。
I discovered people like fighting game stories when I went into the Blaze Blue Central Fiction lobby back in like 2015. To be fair, anime fighters tend to actually have like a more emphasis on the story. Like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear have actual stories going on. So that makes more sense to me. But like Street Fighter, I just never knew. And even Mortal Kombat, I know, has a lot of story stuff going on. And I don't play Mortal Kombat. But Street Fighter, I just never knew. Weirdos doing RP sex? Hey, don't judge, man. Fighting game lobbies are the perfect place for a little ERP.
お食事のご用意ができました。
Apparently. None of these compare to Subspace Emissary. See, that's the thing. Yeah, even fucking Smash Bros. Has crazy cool, like, story stuff. I never thought Street Fighter. I guess it's not really, yeah, you know, Bonnie's right. It's not about the story, it's about the character. They are striking and full of personality. So people do care and they do latch onto it. And if your character is gonna be your main, then you should like the character's personality and their style. And I guess if the character's style is incest, that might be a little weird, except it's not. I don't think there's too much about the character in his playstyle and general personality that's emphasized by his incestuous deeds. That's more of a side hustle.
バトラは覚えてるだろ？
ご無沙汰だ。6年ぶりでございます。シャノンです。
Dr. George. Dr. George.
ジェシカにも驚かされたが、あんたもすっかり美人になっちゃ
もったいないおこと。
しかしよ、この島何を食ってどこを鍛えたらそんなにでっかいお胸になるんだか。
Like they're worried about Alex falling in love with somebody he grew up with that's part of his family, and I play games on the average that have like these like insane sex perverts, and it's like
ジェシカとどっちがでけえか上位と
like I
差
have
って
to put up
確
with
かめさせ
this.
てもらうぜ。
Joe was promising Chad it would get good soon here on his reread. It's really easy to think maybe this is a shit game at this point. It'll get good soon. Maybe Battler won't be weird the whole game. Nice expression, dude. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Japan. Alright, let's just move forward because we know there's nothing of value here. We know, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. What happened? Did something funny happen? Oh, right, this is the part where he was like, he wasn't actually going to do it, he was just trying to break the ice by being like a sex pervert. Because he knows he's in an anime game, so he thought for sure he would get bonked on the head and have a cartoon like thing pop out of his noggin, like in Tom and Jerry. Thank God. It is funny though. It is pretty funny.
い やいや、魅力的な胸に思わず
You
吸
can't
着されそ
say
うになっ
that,
ちまっ
man.
た。
Battler, you can't say that.
さすがにあの間合いまで来たら犯
Gotta
罪
be a molester.
ダメだぜ。抵抗しなきゃよ。
ですけどバトラ様は大切なお客様ですし。
あのな、お客様でも
See that?
犯罪は犯罪。
Battler's a good guy. He was just trying to train her.
女の子の胸は
She
大体
failed.
10センチくらいからが防空識別圏だな。
Air defense identification range of about 10 centimeters. I don't remember that line.
2センチ圏まで侵入してきたら、これはもう領空侵犯だぜ。スクランブル発進で即ビンタを食らわせてやれ。
そんなことできません。私たちは
Yeah, she's just furniture. Yeah, yeah.
家具ですし。
今軽いめまいする。でもダメだ。ダメなんだ。俺がいやらしい顔で迫る。
No.
旗をいやエッチ。そういうお約束じゃないとオチがつかねえんだよ。頼むよ、お願いだよ。俺をこうバチンと
お願い家具ですから。でもそれが務めですから。
じゃあ命令させてもらうことにするよ。次からバトラ君が胸に触ろうとしてきたら平手打ちで反撃する。
Wait, this is foreshadowing. They can make the servants kill people.
いいね。
仰せつかりました。以後そのようにさせていただきます。バトラ様、ご承知おきくださいませ。
6年前はお手伝いさんの連れ子が。今年で何年になるんだ？
はい、おかげさまで10年ほどお使いさせていただいております。
She's... Yeah, Shannon. Mm-hmm.
さっき会ったカノ君は彼女の弟なんだよ。
弟というわけでは。
Why are you doing the creepy glasses?
でも私のことを姉と何か失礼なことはしませんでしたか？相変わらずいつも通りだぜ。もうちょっと愛想よくすればいいのによ。もうカノン君がご迷惑をおかけしたようで申し
Dude,
訳ご
just
ざいま
trust.
せん。
We're almost... Oh, we still have like a whole other...
別に
We
迷
still
惑なん
have
か
the
何
dining
も。
room chair scene.
同じ男としてわかるさ。愛想が悪いのは当たり前だぜ。
マリアもよく愛想悪いって言う。カノンと一緒。
Nice.
一緒がよく。失礼いたします。お食事のご用意が整いましたので、皆様をお屋敷へご案内いたします。
じゃあお屋敷に行こうか。みんなもお腹が空いてたところでしょ。
だな、ゴーダ。あの人どこぞの有
Shut
名
up!
そう、
Just
ガツガツ犬み
go!
たい。
犬みたい
Don't...
に食い散らか。
だバトラ全部さ
Stop
行こうか。
talking! No, we can't do it. Okay, I thought that was maybe gonna be a hallway scene. Oh, they're scaring me. They're using all the backgrounds. Dude, I'm telling you, they literally make sure you with them every step of the way. It's crazy. Hold on, this is lore. The building was gorgeous on the surface, but old as it was, equipment such as its AC and heating were apparently quite frail. This is going to be foreshadowing.
Batola様、お久しゅうございます。
源氏さん、本当にお久しぶりっす。お元気そうですね。
おかげさまで、健やバトラ様こそ、ご立派になられました。親方様の若き日に。
俺が、ってことは、さぞやじい様は若い頃モテたろうな。
ここからはシャノンに代わって、
No comment.
私がご案内申し上げます。どうぞこちらへ。
Yeah, it was as though time had stopped since the last time we met. Is this lore, or is it just... Probably not lore. He hates it. Ugh. Listen, I'm gonna go on Backlogged and I'm gonna review every episode of Umineko. And you bet your ass I'm gonna dock points for episode 1 of Uminek because of the intro. Look, it's the character from like the art and everything. I think it wants me to click. Oh, it doesn't. There's a specific tier list I want you to do after each episode. Is it like a character tier list? For every episode?
なあ、ジェシカ。
ジェシカ。
前はあったっけ?
Big prominently displayed portrait in the hall. Everyone else stopped.
Ah.
All right.
そっか。
That's a Beatrice, maybe.
バトラが来てた頃には、あれはかけられてなかったっけ? いつからだったかな。
確か僕の記憶が正しければ一昨年あたりだったと思うよ。
A character tier list based on how good or bad a person is, how good or bad a person each character is. Oh, that'll be fun.
さようでございます。
That would be fun, yes.
一昨年の4月に親方様がかねてより画家に命じて書かせていたものを、
あのじいさまわざわざ書かせてか。んで、誰だいこのご婦人はよ。
マリア知ってベアトリーチェ。
ベア
How do you know that?
なんだって？
ベアトリーチェ。
Oh, everyone knows that.
魔女だよ。
He's a witch.
バトラ君は昔聞かされたことない？
Oh, okay, it's a classic story.
魔女？ってこの島の？
These are all super wholesome characters, so it'll be very easy. Oh yeah. If there's one thing I know for sure is that George is probably the most evil person here. First of all, his name is George, like George Gnome. I hate Blue. I hate George Gnome.
Hello, old chum. I'm not a elf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
Man, good times. I fucked up a couple scenes brilliantly with that video. Highlights of Cold Steel 3.
しかし、あの魔女伝説の魔女に、ベアトリーチェなんておしゃれな名前がついてたとは、とんと忘れてたぜ。じいさまめ。孫たちが信じないもんだから、わざわざ絵に描きやがったか？
じいさまの妄想の中の魔女だよ。この絵を掲げた頃から、現実と幻想の区別がつかなくなり始めた。私たちにとっては想像の中の魔女に過ぎないけど、じいさまにとっては、彼女はこの島にいる存在。いる。だから、それを理解することができない私たちにもわかり、気持ち悪いったらありゃしないぜ。
お嬢、親方様にとって親方様の前で、そのように。
わかってるぜ。頼まれても言わねえよ。
行こうよ。食堂にみんなを待たせてるよ。
Weissman ass. Fucking Revan, stop playing Marvel Rivals, bro. You're killing the mood. Fucking hold on. Let me go to Do Not Disturb. Hungry hippo over here. Hey Phoenix, how's it going, dude? What the fuck do you mean you're playing Umineko? Well, you see, I'm playing Umineko, and I'm catching up to where I left off. So if you see me cutting off dialogue at any point because I'm skimming or going fast, it's because I'm on my way to catch up to this scene I ended on when I tried the game 4 years ago, which is like 2 scenes away. So this means the witch is real and some wacky stuff happens and it's her fault. Never played this. Oh yeah, the witch is definitely real. The witch is definitely real. Let me tell you what I know about Umineko. I know that the witch is a character because I've seen the witch appear in when I was watching Salty Bet. And I know that eventually everybody in the game starts cosplaying. Or, well, actually, I don't know if everyone does. I've literally only seen Battler, so I have no idea if the other characters also start cosplaying. But I know Battler starts wearing a cape and a funny, like, popped collar. So, at least Battler starts cosplaying. Yeah. Anyway, this whole scene was cool. That's why I like stopped to just like actually pay attention to it for the most part. It was like mysterious and intriguing. The domain of the witch Beatrice. You might even call her the true ruler of Rokenjima. Oh. It is the witch Beatrice. That's right. After all, this is the witch's island. Dude. Dude. I just came up with a sick idea. Okay. Hold on. You're gonna love this. All right, I'm all you fucking Umineko heads, get ready because you're gonna like this. But yeah, there, it was good. Like, it showed us the real shit. But okay, imagine Beatrice was just called the witch, and let's say Battler is still Battler, and let's pretend hypothetically that they, within the fandom and community, had a like ship, like they were shipped together, the date, and they had to come up with a name, as they said Battler and the witch. How about the bitch? cool idea. Okay, this is the scene where the Battler in great detail tells us what every person's seat means for them in their like family ranking. I recall this. We are one scene, if I recall, one scene away from the part where the game gets good. We're one scene away. We just need to get through dinner. Those are some really like simple chairs for a rich person's dining room, in my opinion. Here he goes. It's the 80s, okay? Can't have nice looking chairs in the 80s? The seat at the head of the table, called the incipience chair, was for the most highly ranked reserved for grandfather. It was still empty. He probably wanted to show up last. The perspective of someone facing the incipience chair head on, the seating order went from left to right, with the lower ranking seats progressing in rows of 2 further away from it. The left-hand side of the first row, closest to the incipience chair, was where Uncle Kraus should have sat, since he was the second highest in rank. He hadn't arrived yet, so that seat was empty. Across from his chair, on the right side of the first row, sat the eldest daughter, Ava, who was the third highest in rank. Left side of the second row was for the fourth. That was where Papa Rudolph. Then, yep, Aunt Rosa. Expect their husbands and wives to come next. Nope. Wrong. Number 6, Jessica, because she's the heiress. George. Oh, good shit. We're high up there in the ranks, Maria. Okay, Natsui. Or Hideyoshi. Yep. Final seat, of course, was Kairi, because she's like, yeah. Aunt Rose's husband should be sitting, even though he wasn't supposed to be coming. His place was made up. The old saying, women have no home in any realm. But it was so great that we could all chat in our little groups, adult siblings with adult siblings and cousins with cousins. However, now that I can re-examine the seating order after growing up a bit, it stirs up some very complicated feelings. Natsui, who was married to the eldest son, was the de facto number 2 in managing this family, sat to my right. It meant that she was 2 steps lower than me in the ranking order. Hard to imagine what would be going on inside her heart.
お久しぶりですね、バトラ君。ずいぶん背が伸びましたね。
はい。食ったり食べたり食事したりしてたら、いつの間にかこんな身長に。
さすが男の子ね。身長はいくつくらいあるの？
180かな。つーかおばさん、そこは食べてばっかりじゃねえかって突っ込んでください。
Oops, sorry.
ああ。ごめんなさいね。
When I read this was actually the first scene to really catch my attention. Yeah, upon the reread, this is... It seems like the second they walk into the mansion proper is when things get interesting. Yeah, that's fine.
遅えな、じいさま。俺の記憶じゃ、時間に厳格な人だったと思うんだけどな。
まあ6年前はそうだったかもな。最近はそうでもねえよ。というかもう自分の世界オンリーって感じで会食にも顔を出さねえぜ。さすがに今日くらいは足並みを揃えてくれるって思ってたんだけどな。まあ私は来ない方が気楽で嬉しいけどよ。
ジェシカ。
Oh shit, here we go. I hate to say it, but now that we're... There he is. Now that we're to the part where things get interesting, I immediately do have to say that despite how long-winded it is, despite how absurdly long-winded the first 4 fucking hours of this game are, this story, it does feel important to set up the, like, quote-unquote friendly atmosphere and sibling goofiness and shit in order to lead into these scenes suddenly, where it's like, yes, I'll hear all these characters goofy, oh, they're bickering and bantering, but then here's the family hierarchy. It's like, oh, okay. Alright. And then, of course, the scene that follows this. Give me a second, I'm gonna grab a root beer, because we're getting into the good stuff, and I'm almost back to where I left off. Yay! Praise be. And we're also about to get a great Kinzo scene where he screams like a lunatic, I think. I think this is the scene that the start... hold on, that this picture is from, so... we're about to have some fun, I think. I'll be right back. So juicy on a second read? Oh, I bet. I bet this game is an absolute treat to watch people play, so that you can just sit there and be like, oh my god. Like, I don't really read stories and stuff, but I can watch someone else go through it. That's my opportunity to reread it while also being entertained in a way that's more for me. That's the good thing about shows, is that I usually end up going down YouTube rabbit holes of just rewatching scenes. Like, the obvious one is The Sopranos, of course. You can just endlessly rewatch clips from The Sopranos, just to your own pleasure. But, you know, stuff like old Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, just stuff like that. This would be my 3rd time through. Joe's playthrough is my 2nd. Very good, very good. Alright, I've got my root beer. I'm feeling good. Let's go. It's impending danger, so every second wasted was a tragedy. Does this game have like CGs in it? Because I'm surprised that it hasn't had any up to this point. Surely it does, right? I guess it kind of did if you count like the painting.
I'll
crucify the imbecile.
お前もそうされたいのか。
お父さん、年に一度の親族会議の日ではありませんか。皆下に集まっています。
It has some, but they are exclusively the PS3 art. You will have them. Cool.
どうかおいでください。
私にかがうでない。
Molest me not.
港は何か私をここから引きずり出そうとする者どもなのか。ならば殺してしまい。 バラバラにして薪にして魔女の炉にくべてしまい。その炉には鍋をかけて苦いおもぎを煮るがいい。黙示録の煮汁はそれでも私をここから連れ出そうとするバカ者どもに飲ませてやれ。残りは酒につけるのだ。
Okay, Grandpa.
ああ、源氏はどこだ。源氏を呼べ。苦害の魔紙を用意させろ。緑の妖精のささやきが届かぬ。ああ、源氏はどこだ。源氏を呼べ。
I remember him looking more like Dieter, but that's okay.
すっかり嫌われてしまったようだ。もう私の声では何も届かんよ。
金蔵さん、あんたの顔を見に息子や娘や孫たちが来てるんじゃないか。ちょっと顔を見せてやったらどうだね。
うるさい、黙れ。私に意見するというか何条。貴様など呼んではおらぬ。私は源氏を呼べと言ったのだ。さあ急げ、すぐに呼べ。時間は常に有限だ。人たちはすでにラッパを構えているぞ。なぜにそれがわからぬか、愚かな羊どもめ。なぜだ。なぜにいつも私には邪魔が入るのか。全てを捨てよう。全てを捧げよう。その見返りに私は一つしか求めないというのに。ああ、ベアトリーチェ、お前の微笑みをもう一度見られるならば、私は世界中から美少を奪い取り、全てをお前に捧げよう。おお、イナゴの軍団
長たちよ、世界中から美少を刈り取り収穫せ。すべてが汚らわしい、すべてが煩わしい。なぜこの貴重な一日に私は邪魔を受けねばならぬのか。
This guy behaves like a VTuber fan. Oh god, no. His favorite VTuber, Beatrice, just graduated.
源氏を呼べ。
何を怒鳴ってるのかもさっぱりだな。もう頭がどうにかなっているのだろう。
クラウスさん。
Excuse me.
実のお父さんに、そりゃあんまりじゃないかね。
親父はすでに死んでいる。ここにいるのは親父だったものの幻さ。
I'll do it again.
いずれにせよ、本人に滅べる意志がない以上、どうにもならんね。
金蔵さん。
私は下に戻る。ゴーダの自慢のランチをこれ以上無駄に冷ましてしまうことはない。親類たちにとって当家での数少ない楽しみだろうからな。源氏さん、親父殿がお呼びだ。相手を頼む。
かしこまりました。
南條先生、食事に行きましょう。いつまでもここにいると、この甘い匂いで味覚までおかしくなってしまう。
すまんが源氏さん、頼みます。
はい、お任せください。
お酒はなるべく与えないように。あれは常習性が強すぎる。源氏はまだか。何者が源氏を阻んでいるというのか。源氏はどこだ。源氏を呼べ。
さあ、ここはお任せください。
すみませんな。
Oh god, Bonnie.
親方、源氏でございます。
源氏か。何故私をこれほどに待たすのか。そこには誰もおるまいな。
はい、私だけでございます。
源氏、いつものやつを頼む。私は忙しい。
はい。
All them grimoires. I'm curious what his favorite flavors are. I want to know, like, what flavors does Kenzo really like? Lemon?
どうぞ、親方様。
ああ、すまん。飲め、我が友よ。
もったいないお言葉です。
私とお前の中に儀礼はいらぬ。飲め、友よ。
いただきます。
お前が作るのを真似ているのだが、どうにも同じ味が出ぬ。お前が作る方がうまい。
ありがとうございます。親方様のご指導の賜物です。互いに老いたな。年を数えることも忘れてすでに久しい。 今日まで過ごすことをお許しいただけたのも、すべて親方様のおかげでございます。
今日まで本当によく私に仕えてくれた。息子たちは誰もが私を変人呼ばわりした。大勢いた使用人も皆私を恐れてやめていった。お前だけが今でも私に仕えてくれる。も
ったいないお言葉です。
私の余命もそう
Sorry,
長くは
I'm
あ
not
るまい。
talking. I'm not really. I'm not saying much because I'm just actually engaged by this scene. Forgive me.
息子たちは私の遺産がいつ転がり込んでくるかをうろうろ待つハゲ
I was
タカ
also
ばかりだ。
at the same time trying to remember a quote from the Wakfu animated series because he said, "My family calls me eccentric." It made me think of the line that Nox has. Fuck you. The line that Nox has in that little weird animated thing they all animated. The weird like bonus episode they did in that really weird art style after he fucks up his entire life and everything is ruined. And he goes full insane mode to try and use the Elia cube or whatever the fuck it's called, so he could turn back time to undo every mistake he's ever made. And he starts going totally insane, and he starts raising up like the giant, insane fucking tower fortress thing from the ocean around himself, and he puts on the mask, and he has like a 3-part sick fucking like line. I don't remember what it is exactly, but it was cool as hell. That was a great antagonist. I've talked about that guy before. Nox is very cool. And I love his mindset too. Like he can do literally anything horrible. He can commit any fucking atrocity because it's fine. Because after he gets the thing he needs, he'll just undo it all. So it's literally fine. Like, commit some genocide if you want to. That's no big deal. You just get the thing, and then you go back in time, but none of it ever happened. It's great. Great. Anyway, moving on from that.
Klausの愚か者は金を湯水のように使い、1枚の金貨を売るのに2枚の金貨を捨てておる。それで金を稼げたなどと妄言を。
Sorry, I couldn't keep up the gimmick of knowing everything you're talking about. You're not familiar with Wakfu? Am I the only one here who's actually watched that? That's fine. That's kind of expected. The only reason I watched it is because I was in a Discord with people who really liked the Wakfu game, and therefore were like, hey, you know, there's also this animated series, so... I'm familiar with you talking about Wakfu, yeah. Hold on. Hold on. I was checking to see if I could find the quote in question from Wakfu, because I was just thinking about it. But yes, he goes and he goes a little crazy after he finds an artifact thing, gets obsessed with it, and then he becomes a little crazy, and his wife takes the kids and they like move to like an island, and then like years later he doesn't know how much time has passed and he's gone insane and turned his house into a crazy thing, and the landlord shows up and he's like, bro, are you okay? Did you know that your wife's sister's place that she moved into flooded and it killed everybody? And then he goes crazy, and then one of the like sickest villain transformation scenes ever happens. I don't know how else to describe it. Had to be there. Also French. Oui, oui. Anyway, money.
エヴァは金の亡者だ。あやつは私を鶏か何かだと思っておる。死んだらガラにして出汁まで取る気だ。ルドルフの間抜けは女遊びばかり。ローザはどこの馬の骨ともわからん男の赤ん坊など産みおって、ジェシカは無能で無学だ。
Come on.
ジョージには男としての器がない。
How's Battler though?
バトラーは後ろ宮家の栄誉を自ら捨ておった愚か者だ。
Not great, I guess.
マリアなど見るのも汚らわしい。
True.
なぜだ、なぜに後ろ宮の血はこうも無能なのか。私の築き上げた栄光を受け継ぐにふさわしい者はおらんのか。ああ、分かっておるとも。これがベアトリーチェの呪いであることも分かっておる。黄金の魔女め、それが私への復讐のつもりか。憎みたくば憎むがよい。逃げたければ逃げるがよい。逃がさぬ、逃がさぬ、逃がさぬ、逃がさぬわ。お前は私のものだ。常に私の腕の中でなくてはならん。私の生涯のすべてなのだ。我が鳥かごにて永遠に私だけにささやき続けるのだ。ベアトリーチェ、なぜに微笑み返してはくれぬ。ベアトリーチェ。
I want to like see the voice actor in the booth. Stage play Kinzo is really fun to watch. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet.
「このままぼやききった余生を怠慢に過ごすことなどもはや耐えられはせん。この身に最後にとするコインがあるならばそれを悪魔たちのルーレットに託してみたい。
If I have one final coin to bet, then I choose to abandon it to the whims of the demon's roulette.
魔法の力はいつもかけるリスクで決まる。日本古来の呪術である牛の国参りがそうである。7日間儀式を目撃されてはならないというリスクを支払うからこそ魔力が宿る。困難なリスクが生じれば生じるほどに魔力は強く生じるのだ。神話に登場する数々の奇跡は天文学的リスクに奇跡的な低確率を得て成就した驚愕すべき魔力の結晶なのだと言える。モーゼが海を割ったのは神の奇跡ではない。蹂躙の計りに乗せられ軍勢によって航海に追い詰められた絶体絶命のリスクが奇跡の魔力を生んだのだ。同じことが同じ規模で繰り返されようとも再び海が割れることはないだろう。なぜならモーゼは力ある者たちのルーレットのアソーギナユタをかけたよりも多く存在する目の中に一つだけ刻まれた奇跡を見事引き寄せることができたからだ。その天文学的確率に勝利できる力、そう奇跡をつかみ取る運気はすなわち魔力なのだ。強大な魔力を得るためには絶望的なリスクを背負わねばならぬ。魔力持たぬ者はそれを賭けでなく自暴自棄と呼ぼう。しかし真に魔力ある者はその奇跡をつかみ取り神秘を成就させるのだ。もしも私にその魔力があるならば私はその奇跡をつかみ取るだろう。生涯を費やした願いを実現できるだろう。もう私にその奇跡を手にする資格があったならおおベアトリーチェベアトリーチェ、お前の愛くるしい笑顔をもう一度だけ見せてくれ。どれほどの月日を経ようともお前の面影が消えることはない。ただお前の美少が見たい、それだけだ。お前から授かったものを全て返そう。あの日からの栄光を全てお前に返そう。富も名誉も黄金もいらぬ。お前に授かった全てを返そう。私はただお前の美少が見たいだけなのだ。五章だベアトリーチェ。
How's dinner going? Or lunch? How's lunch?
やあ諸君、当主様は具合が優れられないとのことだ。せっかくこうして1年ぶりの会合に集まってくれた諸君と昼食を共にできないことを非常に残念にしておられた。 ゴーダ、ランチを始めてくれ。
かしこまりました。それでは本日の昼食を始めさせていただきます。
南條先生、そんなにお父様のお具合は悪いの？せめて顔くらい見せてくれてもいいわよね。
体調というよりは機嫌ですな。こればかりはつける薬がありませんので。
おいおい、機嫌ってまたかよ。そりゃないぜ。こちとら秋のクソ忙しい時期にスケジュール都合してご機嫌伺いに来てるんだ。それをよ。
よかったじゃないか、ルドルフ。ご機嫌は伺えたんだ。それとも不機嫌な親父殿を私に代わり、お前が説得して連れてきてくれるのかね。
まさか。
夕食までにはその機嫌治りそうなの？クラウス兄さん。
そんなことは知らんよ。親父殿に直接聞いてみるといい。もっとも声をかけない方が機嫌の治りは早いと思うがね。
源氏さんだけだよ、じい様の機嫌を直せるのは。情けないぜ。自分の親の機嫌を使用人に直させるんだからよ。
ジェシカ、余計なことは言わなくていい。
機嫌がうんぬんってことは、病状はそんな悪くないんじゃねえの？元気がないってんならともかく、機嫌が悪いってのは少なくとも気はしっかりしてる証拠だぜ。
おじい様は特に強い気力をお持ちだからね。でも体が必ずしもそれに伴えるとは限らないよ。去年からずっと余命3ヶ月って言われ続けてる。
Since last year, so he's beaten that estimate roughly 3 or 4 times.
最初の診断が正しいなら、おじい様は気力だけで流らえてるってこと
Willpower alone.
気遣ってあげないといけないよ。
Umineko no Naku Koroni. Rodeo of the Witch of Reasoning. Rodeo of the Witch and Reasoning. More of a normal yearly get-together, yup. Simple get-together for us grandchildren. Still a real stomach ache. Uncle Kraus. Uh-huh. Yeah, yep. They're all on great terms. Mm-hmm. Let us call him Goldsmith or something. Chess, yeah, oh my god, what's up? He made a great risk, and thus his reward was a magical miracle. I don't remember this section. I don't remember this part, to be honest, at all. Simply blessed with extraordinary luck. Warmly, question mark.
前菜の刺身のサラダで俺はすでに確信して幸田さんは大したシェフだぜ。しかも魚は近海で取れたやつだろ。スーパーの刺身とはわけが違ったぜ。
おいおいよせよバトラー、育ちがバレちまうだろうが。
僕も仕事の都合で珍しいところで食事をすることもあるけど、それらと比べてもこれはかなりのものだよ。合田さんは多分その道じゃ少しは知られた人だったんじゃないかな。
よくは知らねえんだけどよ。老舗ホテルでのれん分けだか派閥の分裂だかややこしいことがあってよ。そのトラブルで辞めざるを得なくなっちまったんだってさ。それでその時偶然おふくろが使用人の求人を出してたわけなんだよ。
世の中というのは難しいものです。しかしそのおかげでこうして今日後宮家で再び料理人として腕を振るう機会を賜ることができました。大勢の方の笑顔も嬉しいですが、お仕えすると決めた限られた方々にだけ喜んでいただくために繊細なお仕事ができるのもとても楽しいことでございます。これも全て機会をくださった奥様のおかげです。
応募のあった中で合田が一番腕が良かったからです。客観的判断に基づくもので市場はありませんので感謝には及びません。
失礼いたします。
それでは本日のデザートに移らせていただきます。
Now, now. Ooh.
こっちの酸っぱい、こっちの酸っぱい。バトラ、こっちのは外れ。
なんだと？当たりと外れがあるのかよ。
Uh-oh.
シャノンちゃん、この酸っぱいのは何のソースだい？
Oh no, it's Shannon, the idiot. She doesn't know anything. Oh no, Shannon. You uneducated fool.
何の材料を使っていると思いますか？驚きますよ。
全然わかんねえぜ。というか、 熊沢のばあさんがそういう笑い方すると不気味でならねえぜ。で、何なんだよ、正体は。
内緒ですよ。お耳を拝借。この酸っぱいのはですね、実はお魚のサバの絞り汁ですよ。
Well, that doesn't sound appealing.
サバ？
ほー、サバは酸っぱいよ。絞ったらこうなる。
Oh, how silly.
違うわよ。酸っぱいのはしめ鯖でしょ。
熊沢のばあちゃん、相変わらずだな。マリアが信じちゃうだろ。
冗談ですよ。今からゴーダさんがソースの正体を教えてくれますからね。
それではデザートのご説明をさせていただきます。本日はご来賓の皆様が大層お気に入りでございましたバラの庭園にちなみまして、パンナコッタをローズガーデン風に仕上げてみました。チラシでございますバラの花びらは当家の庭園より先ほど採取してきたものでございます。ソースはストロベリーとローズヒップの2色の赤をご用意しました。ストロベリーの甘味とローズヒップの酸味を交互にお楽しみになってください。なお花びらは観賞用となっておりますので、避けてからお召し上がりくださいませ。それではどうぞお楽しみください。
Like everything on your food should be edible. Edible in some capacity. I don't like the decorative shit. Like, I want to eat it. Use some edible flowers or something if you're gonna do something like that. Hold. Hold.
いかがですか、奥様。
相変わらず見事です。お客様をおもてなしするに値します。
恐れ入ります。奥様、ご存知ですか？ローズヒップには頭痛に効く効果もあるそうですよ。奥様に特にお気に入りいただけるかと思い、特別にご用意させていただきました。
Bro, she's got like plot headaches, so just don't even worry about it.
そう。ありがとう。
ほら言ったでしょ、夏日姉さん。ローズヒップは頭痛に効くって。
みたいね。聞くといいんだけど。
ゴーダさん、あんたには惚れるで。なあ、後であんたの待遇を聞かせてや。無理ならあんたの欲しい年収、指立ててくれるだけでもいいやで。あんたの腕がこの島だけで独占されとるのは人類の食文化に対する冒涜や。その腕、わしの会社で振るってお客の皆さんを喜ばせてみる気はないかのう。
秀吉さん、うちのゴーダを引き抜かれるのですか？これは困った。ゴーダの待遇をもっと良くしないと引き抜かれてしまいそうだ。
そうした方がいいわね。じゃないと引き抜かれて3食が熊沢さんのサバ料理にされちゃうわよ。
これは手厳しゅうございます。
Happy family people.
すっかり根に持たれてしまいまして。
Yep. She loves mackerel jokes. Yep.
それでは失礼いたします。
Classic mackerel jokes, yeah.
夕食にはふるってたくさんのサバ料理をお召し上がりいただきます。
Mackerel. We
今
sure
晩は締め
will.
サバでキュッとしゃれ込みたいぜ。
それは素敵ね。ついでに日本酒の美味しいのも出てこないかしら。
ええございます。六軒島名物のサバ料理。
Okay. Alright, let's start moving along again. That's funny though. That's like funnier because it wasn't voiced.
熊沢さん、さっきはありがとうございました。
なんもお礼を言われることなんてありません。さっき源氏さんが午後のシフトに変更がある。確かシャノンさんは夕方までお休みがもらえた。羨ましい。
すみません。シフト表を確認していませんでした。
そうそう、オーブンでこれからちょっとサバを焼く。できたらお休みの前にちょっと手伝ってくれると嬉しいですね。
喜んでお手伝いさせていただきます。
Ah!
Butler 君、みんなで
バラでも見に行ったらええ。でも天気には十分注意するんやで。空はまだ明るいが、天気予報はふるふると繰り返しちょる。
マリアは海がいい。
あら素敵じゃない。砂浜で遊ぶなんて普段はなかなかできないものね。
そっか。よし。じゃあみんなで浜辺でも行こうぜ。
行こう。
マリア、服を濡らさないようにするのよ。靴もよ。
濡らさない。
素直で可愛い。バトラ君、マリアちゃんの面倒ちゃんと見てあげてね。
おうよ、任せろ。
おう、お前もキリエに頼まれると素直で可愛いじゃねえか。たまには俺の言うことも素直に聞いてみろよ。
へっ、まっぴらごめんだぜ。行こうぜみんな。ほらほら。
ルドルフのところは家族仲がいいじゃないか。良いことだ。
よせよ。兄貴のところには負けるぜ。
そうよ、ジェシカちゃん、本当に可愛らしく育ったじゃない。これも夏日姉さんの教育の賜物ね。
どうも。
かし成長は早いもんやで。いつまでも子供だと思っとったが、図体はみるみるでかくなり、いつの間にか大人の仲間入りや。バトラ君なんか見違えたで。
体は大きくなりましたけど、まだ子供です。うちの主人も未だに子供ですけれど。
子供と大人の境ってどこなのかしらね。私未だに大人になったって自覚が持てない。
情けないじゃないか。一児の母の言うことではない。
そうね。私たちももう子供じゃない。大人同士よ。だから感情的にならず、知的な会話をしたいわね。
知的な会話なら昔からいつも心がけているじゃないか。お前の嫌味は時に的を外している。昔から変わらない。
昔からいつもですって？あらあら。その言葉をきれいに放送して、何十年か前のこの部屋に届けてあげたいわね。ねえ、ローザ。
よせよ姉貴。ガキどもがいない間に本題に入ろうじゃねえか。それこそ知的な話よ。
Perfect. We've arrived. We've arrived at the scene. Which is why I'm gonna stop right here. So that next time, you monster. I'm hungry and still kind of tired. It's perfect. It's perfect. We stop right here. Now the good news slash I guess the news is I'm doing my music stream with Feb on Saturday. So I would like to stream tomorrow, assuming I'm not exhausted. I'll still try to, even if it's a short one, but knowing that we're finally to the meat, we're finally to the good shit, I think it'll be a little more enticing. So there were still quite a few good, genuinely good scenes today that I'd kind of forgotten about or forgotten their general quality. So I'm pretty excited. I know it's about to get genuinely interesting, and I don't think I'm mentally awake enough to take it all in. I think it'd be a disservice. So I also want to eat some taco mac and cheese. Two very important things that are defining why I'm going to stop here. Also, considering I kind of thought that I would just have this be like a 1 hour stream and then I would fall off, considering I almost went for 3 hours, I'd say that's a good achievement. So starting hopefully tomorrow, but next stream we can start truly, properly getting to the good stuff. Ah, the seagulls. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out, folks. Please look forward to the next stream where we can finally start some new Umineko content. Some Umineko content. I'm gonna go eat and chillax and maybe play some shit off stream. Maybe some Monster Hunter stories or something. I don't know what I'm doing. the rest of my Eve. I have some videos to finish, but anyway, keep a lookout for me going live. But I hope you all have a good night. And here is Dunban.
That's Dunban over there.